Your heart is your engine. It beats 100,000 times a day to keep you alive. But most people ignore it until it's too late. Here are 8 ways to strengthen your heart and feel unstoppable. 1. Cardio exercise. Running, swimming, walking, these get your heart pumping. Cardio strengthens your heart muscle, lowers blood pressure, and improves circulation. What to do? Aim for 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Break it up if you're busy. Even 10-minute bursts.
What type of exercise is best for your heart? I'm Dr. Allo. I'm a board-certified cardiologist and a certified personal trainer. Number 1, endurance training. Any kind of cardio, no matter what it is, will improve your longevity, and it's a dose response. If you do less, a little bit longer. If you do more, you live a lot longer and your heart gets a lot healthier. Number 2 would be weightlifting. If you put on a little bit of muscle and you get stronger, you become more functional, your quality of life improves, your length of stay in the ICU has been shown to go down. Lots of things improve. Doing the 2 of those, starting a habitual program where at least you start once a week, maybe even once a month if you haven't done anything, but just start somewhere and slowly and gradually increase it. Go to drallo.net/exercise and you can grab my exercise program that I use with all myself, my patients, my friends, and the athletes that I coach.
2. Strength training. Lifting weights isn't just for muscles. It's for your heart too. It builds lean muscle, lowers blood pressure, and supports better metabolism. What to do? Try bodyweight moves like push-ups and squats. 2 to 3 sessions a week are enough to make a difference.
What type of activity can you do to improve your heart health? So there are lots of different modalities when it comes to exercise. I'm a cardiologist and a certified personal trainer. So the 2 big ones are going to be cardio style endurance exercises and weightlifting. So I recommend, obviously, you got to do both. Both have been shown to improve cognition, mental capacity, depression, anxiety even, heart function, heart contractility, diastolic function of your heart. They improve VO2 max, your cardiorespiratory endurance improves, your strength improves, your muscle mass improves. All of these things have been shown to improve your lifespan, which is how long you live, or your health span, how well you live, into those last, few years of your life. What's the point of living to 100 if the last 30 years are spent in a nursing home, without mental capacity? So those are kind of the things that you want to focus on when it comes to activity and heart health.
3. Eat heart-healthy foods. Your heart thrives on healthy fats like avocados, nuts and olive oil, omega-3s like salmon and mackerel, fiber-rich foods like vegetables and legumes. These reduce inflammation and supports arterial health. What to do? Eat more of these foods.
Here are 3 tips to improve your cardiovascular health. Number 1, a heart-healthy diet, which includes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. This will make sure you get adequate nutrients and fiber. Also opt for healthy fats like avocados and olive oil while limiting trans fat and saturated fat. Decrease your sodium intake by limiting processed food and utilizing spices to add flavor. Number 2, maintain a daily exercise routine which combines both strength training and aerobic exercise. It is recommended to engage in at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity or 75 minutes of high intensity exercise per week. Number 3, effectively manage your stress. This will include practicing mindfulness, which includes yoga, meditation, going on walks in nature, and also getting an adequate 7 to 9 hours of sleep.
4. Manage stress. Chronic stress equals a heart under attack. What to do? Practice deep breathing or meditation. Take breaks to reset your mind. Stress isn't going away. How you handle it can change everything.
How does chronic stress affect our overall cardiovascular system? Well, stress increases our sympathetic nervous system, which causes our blood vessels to clamp down, which increases our risk of high blood pressure, which is a known risk factor for heart disease. Next, inflammatory markers like CRP or C-reactive protein are increased in individuals with chronic stress. We know that inflammation increases atherosclerosis or hardening of the arteries, which of course causes blockages and consequent potential heart attacks. Next, cortisol. Cortisol is increased in individuals with high chronic stress load, and it's been shown that high cortisol levels increases the risk of heart disease when compared to those with lower levels. So how do we figure out where our chronic stress load is? Well, HRV or heart rate variability is something that many wearable devices offer these days. And this is actually a measurement of our autonomic fight or flight nervous system. The higher the HRV, the more balanced your nervous system is. And through a combination of consistent exercise, good sleep hygiene, hydration, and mindfulness, you can increase your HRV, decrease your overall chronic stress load, and decrease your risk of cardiovascular disease. If you enjoy this type of content, please check out our free newsletter. Click the link in the bio, and I hope you guys have a great day.
5. Stay hydrated. Water is fuel for your heart. Dehydration makes your heart work harder to pump blood. What to do? Add electrolytes like bananas, which give you potassium, and spinach that provides magnesium. Start your day with a big glass of water. Your heart will thank you later.
Another title to his book is Don't Treat Thirst with Medications. Many are sick purely because of dehydration. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a not negotiable thing. You just got to find out how to get it in. Have the water in the car, have the water by your bed, have the water in the kitchen, have the water in your workplace. Sip, sip, sip. And if you sip, 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 and if at the beginning of every glass you take a crystal of Celtic salt, you won't be running to the little house quite as much. And you can see why, because the water is going to get inside the cell. So it's absolutely essential that we be well hydrated. Keep the heart with all diligence, for out as it are the issues of life. We need to nourish the heart cell. Tomorrow night we're going to look in detail when we look at the acid-alkaline balance on the best food.
6. Prioritize sleep. Sleep is recovery. Poor sleep raises blood pressure and stresses your heart. What to do? Aim for 7 to 9 hours a night. Create a wind-down routine. Dim the lights, avoid screens, and relax before bed.
Here's how a poor sleep routine affects your heart. Number 1, increase in cortisol and other stress hormones increase your heart rate, increase your blood pressure. These are risk factors for heart attack, heart failure, and stroke. Number 2, your blood glucose jumps up because of insulin resistance as a result of lack of sleep. This increases the risk of diabetes, which is a known risk factor for heart attack and stroke. Number 3, weight gain. Poor sleep increases hormones that increases your appetite. Remember the last time you pulled an all-nighter? Remember how hungry you are? And think about the things that you were craving. Remember, poor sleep equals poor health. Prioritize your sleep today. If you like this type of content, please check out our free newsletter. Click the link in the bio. Have a great day and have a great night's sleep.
7. Quit smoking and limit alcohol. Cigarettes and excessive drinking are your heart's worst enemies. Smoking damages your arteries, and too much alcohol raises blood pressure. What to do? Avoid both as much as you can.
What's one thing you would never do as a cardiologist?
I would never smoke, even if the packaging is appealing.
I would never smoke anything or do any stimulant drugs, methamphetamine or cocaine. Horrible for your heart.
I would never smoke, and I would not drink alcohol either.
I would never smoke. That would be number 1.
Smoke. It's the worst thing you can possibly do for yourself. It's awful. It is the cause of so many major problems, not only heart health, but general health.
I would say the number 1 no-no in terms of heart health is going to be smoking. And that really includes all forms of smoking. So we often think of smoking traditionally as cigarettes, but that does include vaping, which is now a lot more popular. And unfortunately, because a lot of these companies who pitch these products are so good at marketing and advertising, we sometimes forget that there might be some ills associated with that as well.
8. Stay active all day. Movement isn't just exercise, it's lifestyle. Sitting too much weakens your heart. What to do? Stand, stretch, or walk every hour. Use a standing desk or take a quick stroll after meals.
What are the negative effects of a desk job or a sedentary lifestyle? Well, in the mid-2000s, Dr. James Levine coined the term the sitting disease and looked at some of these negative impacts to include things like increased cardiovascular risk, increased risk of metabolic syndrome, increased risk of musculoskeletal issues, and even a decrease in longevity. An interesting finding was that even if you have a regular exercise routine, if you spend the majority of your day sedentary, you're still at increased risk. So what do? Well, consciously add simple movement back into your day. Go for a walk when you're returning your phone calls. Use a standing desk. Set an alarm so that every 1 or 2 hours you get up and move for 5 to 10 minutes. If you enjoy this type of content, please check out our free newsletter, click the link in the bio, and I hope you guys have a great day.
Bonus tip: laugh more. Psalm 17:22. A cheerful heart is good medicine. Laughing isn't just for your soul, it's for your heart too. Laughing reduces stress hormones and improves blood flow. What to do? Spend time with people who bring you joy.
Here's 5 effects that laughter has on the body and why you should tickle your spouse or loved one today. Number 1, laughter decreases the amount of cortisol, the stress hormone in your body, thereby reducing your stress and helping out with chronic depression and anxiety. Number 2, laughter helps with pain. One study showed that when participants watched a 15-minute comedy show, afterwards they had a 10% increase in their pain threshold. Number 3, it increases your chance of getting pregnant. One 2011 study showed that when women go through in vitro fertilization were entertained by a clown, they had approximately a 16% higher likelihood of getting pregnant than the non-entertained group. Number 4, laughter boosts your cardiovascular system by increasing the amount of circulating oxygen, increasing your heart rate, and also decreasing arterial wall stiffness, which is linked to cardiovascular disease. And finally, number 5, it boosts your immune system by increasing circulating antibodies that help you fight infection.
If your heart isn't healthy, nothing else works right. Your energy, focus, and mood all come back to your heart. Start making these habits a priority. You'll feel stronger, more energized, and ready to take on the world.